Folks, Tyler Roberson and Dajuan Coleman are with us now with Syracuse. We will pass microphones around the room. If you'll please identify yourselves, we'll spend about 12 minutes with our student athletes. We'll start the clock now, and our first question, Tyler, will be to our left, second row, right on the edge here.
Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Just what you can say about Dajuan, where you've seen him evolve in your time that you've been at Syracuse, just what you can say about day one, watching him and what he's become for this team.
I mean, he's always been a really good player to me when I first came to school, and he's just improved every year since I've been here, and it's just been fun watching his progression as a player, and I'm looking forward to continue doing that this year.
Other questions for Tyler? We'll go into the very back of the room where the camera is, where you guys entered.
Hi, Tyler. Good to see you again. Mario with WSYR. This is a basketball team that a lot of expectations coming off a Final Four run. What are the expectations on yourself?
Just to improve every year, and I think I've been doing that since I've been coming here, and I want to continue to do that this year. And you know, I worked hard all summer, and I'm looking forward to proving that I've become a better player.
Another question for Tyler. Tyler in the camera stand to our right.
Time Warner Cable News in Syracuse. Just looking at the new recruits and just all of these guys that are on the floor that we haven't seen before, what have you seen from guys like Battle and Andrew White, and just what, I guess, elements do they add to this team that's already been so dangerous over the years?
We lost a few guys last year, and Andrew and Tyus and everybody that came in are really talented, and they'll do a really good job of replacing them, and they've been showing that in practice, and I know they'll do the same thing in the games, and I have a lot of fun playing with them, and I know I will all year also.
Back to our left, second row.
Tyler, how deep can this year's team be, in your opinion?
I think we can play. I think all 10 guys can play. I think everybody brings something new to the table or something different, and I think when they do get in, it'll throw teams off because we haven't had probably this much depth in the past years. So it's something new, but I think we definitely can use it to our advantage.
We're going to go back to our camera position in the very back.
Mario Sack with WSYR again. How can you use last year's run to the Final Four as kind of motivation to get back there this year with pretty much almost a whole new cast of characters?
We can use it as a ton of motivation. Just it shows that we're capable of getting there, and we think we're just as good as last year, if not better. So I think we feel like we have an even better chance of getting back there. And we have some guys on the team back from last year that have been to the Final Four, so we know what it takes to get there, and we can maybe guide some of the younger players or new players that don't know as much about the system or the team throughout the season.
Let's go back to Kate in the camera stand.
Just thoughts on the ACC tournament getting moved to the Barclays Center, and just for you guys having kind of that New York college team home court advantage.
We definitely use it to our advantage. We have a lot of fans in upstate New York and in the city, and we know they come out to support, and they always do. And we could definitely use that momentum in the games, and when they cheer us on, it's always a huge help.
Let's go back to Mario in the camera stand towards the door.
6 years, 6 different ACC league champions. How difficult is this conference?
Every team in the ACC is good. You can't take any nights off. If you do, then you'll most likely lose. So you always have to bring your A game, and it's something I definitely learned from the past few years of playing in ACC. And I'm looking forward to just competing and knowing that I have to bring my A game every game this year also.
Tyler, you and Dajuan are the leaders of the program. Do you guys talk about being leaders? Is there a strategy to being good leaders?
We talk a little bit about it, but we know what we have to do, and we have to take care of business. And if anybody or the younger guys have a question, we help them out as much as possible, but it's not something we focus too much on. We've been here for a while, so it's more of us knowing what we have to do type of thing. So we kind of know what we need to do in that regard.
Any other questions for Tyler? Oh, we do. Sorry, to the right here in the back.
Tyler, Chris Ekstrand from the Durham Herald-Sun. You've made your reputation as a rebounder. When you get 17 rebounds in a game, people take notice. Do you see yourself being more assertive on offense this year?
Definitely. I think we lost some guys, but we brought some guys in also. But I want to be a little more assertive on offense, and I worked all summer on improving my offensive game, and I'm looking forward to showing it. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job of that in practice, and I want to carry that over into the games.
Tyler, back to Mario in the very back. He'll have your last question.
Tyler, over the last few years, there's kind of been maybe that cloud hanging over this SU basketball program, that everything that's going on with coach and the sanctions and stuff. Do you feel that's kind of lifted now and it's time to get down to play SU basketball?
Definitely. I think everybody's pretty much over all that stuff, and we just want to play basketball and win games. And that's something we've been trying to do in the past. And this year, I think something nobody's really worried about because it's been a while, and we definitely just want to get down to business and win games.
Tyler, thank you. Dajuan, if we'll trade positions. Dajuan Coleman under the bright lights for the next couple of minutes. Questions for him from the floor? Dajuan, if you'll do us the favor, describe Tyler Roberson in one word.
Hard worker.
Hyphenated word, but we'll let you get away with that. Why do you pick hard worker as opposed to something else?
Because every time he on the floor, he take a lot of load off on my part, and he's a great defense and offensive rebounder, and he just overall is a hard worker.
Let's go with Dan right here in the second row to your left.
Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Day one, just what you can say about Tyler Roberson from day one to where he is right now, how he's grown, and what you can say about what he can be this year.
I enjoy watching Robe throughout the years and watching his improvement throughout the years. He actually got a lot better since he's been here, and it's a lot of fun watching him.
Other questions for Dajuan? Mario in the very back of the camera.
They want WSYR out of Syracuse. You've had to overcome a lot of adversity over these last couple of years. What's it like now to be on that center stage and to hope to get SU back to the Final Four this year?
It's real fun just coming back from the injuries and knowing all the hard work I put in throughout the years and actually being able to play throughout a full season at 100%. It means a whole lot to me, and I'm just ready to start this year off right, and hopefully we make it back to the Final Four.
Back to Kate with the camera, first row to your right, Dajuan.
Kate Sweeting with Time Warner Cable News in Syracuse. When you look at all of these new faces that we're going to be seeing this season, you know, Battle and White, what do you see from those guys, and I guess what can the fans expect to see in terms of the speed and the pacing and what they're going to be seeing on a weekly basis?
We have a lot of good players that came in to join our experienced players, and the new players, they're really competitive. They bring it every day in practice, and it will be real fun to watch them over the season.
Back to Dan to your left, second row.
Day one, you said a minute ago that you hope you can get back to the Final Four. What can you say about this year's team and how deep they are, and just kind of what your takeaways are that makes you believe you can get there?
On this year's team, I think we very deep this year, and we lost two key players, Mike and Trevor, last year, but we have 5 new players that's coming to take their spot, and I think we should be overall good, if not better than last year.
We'll return to Mario in the camera stand in the very back.
It's an ACC conference that's had 6 different champions over the last 6 years. What's it like day in and day out playing in this conference?
Day in and day out, it's a grind. Every team in this conference is good, well coached, and if you don't bring it one day, you might lose. So I think it's an overall grind, and you have to bring your A game every day.
We'll go back to Kate in the camera, then we'll go down to the chairs.
Tweeting with Time Warner Cable News. Just thoughts on the tournament being at the Barclays Center for you guys, just having sort of that home court feel, the New York College team, and just that fan environment that you're expecting to see.
Playing in New York City, I think it would be fun. Every time we play in the city, we have a good turnout with fans, and I think that would be our advantage, and we're looking forward to it.
Dajuan, your last question to our right in the chairs.
Dajuan, there's been a move in basketball at every level to small ball. For a guy like yourself, does that make you kind of lick your chops when you see a bunch of, 6'8", 200-pound guys who mostly shoot threes out there? Does that make you excited?
Definitely. Every time I have a smaller opponent on me, I just want to take advantage of the opportunity and get an easy bucket inside, or pass it out and get my teammates open, or get an easy bucket.